What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your breakdown for Bret Hart, best there ever will be. Bret is your equivalent to Charlotte from the last MLC. We're in the June 2024 Ladders to Riches event. And let me just say, he's really interesting, and I really like him. Especially if this were the only thing that Bret did and he was worthless as a fighter, I would 100% say he is one of the best characters in the game, because up to this point, we've talked about the Zombie Gunther coaching ability being the number one coaching ability in the game, but it just got trump carded. 31k, yellow gems do 35% more damage. Green gems do 35% more damage. Multiply gems do 35% more damage. That's your Tech Cody's. That's your William Stinkin' Regals. Yeah. That is a lot of people that you really want to start using this guy right here on at 6 gold. So if nothing else, that right there is worth chasing this character. 100%. Also, he's an Attitude Era focused striker. There's a lot of focused strikers and a lot of Attitude Era strikers, but maybe he's the best there ever will be. He's got links with the Hart family, including Natalia. He's got the Hart Foundation links. Charge moves 2 more MP. Canadian, 60% less damage from yellow. Attitude Era. And most interestingly, he has the gear, just like Charlotte had gear last MLC. All color moves start with 4 more MP. That is spicy. He's good. So let's take a look at a few move sets on how we're going to run him and just soak it in, man, as another Canadian would say. Actually, 2 of them, because Professor says that a lot too. All right, so the first move set is, it's a Trixie Hobbitses, but man, is it good and man, is it fun. Arm drag, deal damage, increase your black MP by 10. Obviously, that is to reload, but also you're going to need it after plus 99 MP. Then the sharpshooter, of course. Submission, deal 4 or generate 40 random submission gems that deal damage for 3 turns while submissions are on the board, and the remaining turn into Snowfall Red. This is going to come important once I start talking about trainers and coaches. And then the diving pointed elbow drop, finish your deal damage, increase the damage of all your gems by 98%. I would like to see that higher for an S tier character, but that's still spicy. For 1 turn, doesn't affect bonus damage, pin the opponent, and then choose 3 rows to destroy. That's a good one. The entourage abilities here, this is where Maurice actually shines this month. This is why I will take Maurice Silver, because of her trainer ability right here. Snowfall gems do 200% more damage, and red moves start with 2 more. Now, you've heard me say on the other breakdown videos for Miz and Maurice that I don't like the fact that Snowfall gems doing 200% is the way for these guys, but now I've changed my tune. Why? Because with Miz, where you're making 4 to 6, maximum of 8 Snowfall gems, and the only thing that's actually getting the buff is the gem that sits under the Snowfall gem, not everything that cascades. Bret is filling the board with Snowfall gems, so you actually have a lot of Snowfall gems left over. You're going to need one of your red MP guys to start loaded turn 1, obviously after plus 99 MP, but before that is gone, if you are one of the luckiest of duckies that get Trish, you could do Snowfall gems, do another 18k, and generate 4 more, but that doesn't work because of the sub, so it's not generating more sub gems, as you can see right there. Or your better plan is just buffing out your red gem damage. Miz, Snowfall gems do 100% more damage, and red moves deal 40% more damage. And then your other A tier that also does red move damage that was just released recently. Red gems do 30, and red moves deal 30. The other big fun tricks is he can do a multiplicity of plates. However, you're going to want to start with the Gremlin's ears. Whenever you generate 3 or more subs, increase your red gem damage, also also blue, by 100% for 2 turns. And then the Acolyte plate, whenever you make 6 or more submission gems, increase all of your gem damage by 50%. He is another one who could use the Sheriff's Badge. You can break gems, add more yellow, and you are buffing all of your gem damage multiple times. So I am going to show that in comparison to the Acolyte plate. And yes, we are using premium trainers. This is a premium character. You're only getting him if you spend or get super lucky. So therefore, I am breaking what I normally do with a 50% plate by showing a 100% plate, as well as Double Fury 2, as well as the red move damage buff, and the Gremlin's Ears and the Acolyte plate. So this is a fair summation of what he can hit just overall. So we're going to go on the road against a 6-star gold Big Papa Pump. Big Papa Pump starts loaded turn 2, so without the sub move, I would not like to face him in a preview because he'd screw my stuff up. However, in this case, we're just fine. So you can hit your red move. That's going to do 1,000,000 damage, increase your black MP by 10. You're going to have to do that after 99 MP goes away, but we don't need to right now. So we're just going to go ahead and go straight into the submission. The submission damage itself per turn is not super strong. And quite honestly, if I were to make a change, I might actually reduce it so that you reduce the sub and leave more snowfalls on the board. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of snowfalls, most particularly on the bottom. So you're going to hit your finisher, but first let's check the tail of the tape here. Your red gems are hitting 94k. Your snowfall red are hitting 157,260. So that's the Miz and Maurice buff right there in action. So you hit your finisher, you're going to first pin your opponent, it says, and then you're going to choose 3 rows to destroy. So I'm going to hit that one and this one. I don't really care what other one because I just want to hit as many snowfall gems as possible to get those red gems on the board. Bam, bam. Every one of them that was a snowfall gem counted for double. That was 14 million turn 1. Turn 1. And even though Papa's got his moves back, we can just go bap, bap, bap. And bam. Now, 16 million would be 32 million at 6-star gold. So that's not impressing me super much just yet. However, it is flawless reload. You are subbing them down. And the hope is we're going to get a better hit right here. Although we're going to have to break one of our own snowfall gems to get out of this, which again, I don't like that. So that did ruin some plans there. All right, so we're going to see now that we're on turn 2, if we hit, what do we hit for? We're going to hit this one, and this one, and break those, see what happens. Then we're going to switch to the Cody plate and see what that does, because that's 15 million. So, yeah, actually, while I really like this moveset, it's taking me forever, and I don't like that. We are facing a 6 gold, though. Keep in mind, we are facing a 6 gold. So that's one of the variables. Let me fast forward this and show you what he looks like with a little different setup, though. Same moveset with just a little bit of swap on a plate and a trainer. Ironically, the next hit that I'm not showing because I wasn't talking, I was just trying to get it done real quick. The board was a lot better and I ended up hitting 19 million that time around. So you're talking 32 million per turn. He would have been done in 2 turns and you've subbed him down. So I don't want to make it sound like that moveset wasn't, or that variation wasn't as good. So we are building out so you can see, okay, when you don't have to worry about plus 99 MP the first month or 2 that he's out, what do you do? Well, I'm subbing in Bubba for red gems, do 50% more damage. And then the comparison I want to show you is with the Sheriff's Badge. Now, it doesn't buff your primary color, but it does give you a lot more gems that are going to hit on the board. And if perchance you've missed some snowfall gems, this is going to give it a little bit of a boost. And then the best of both worlds would be Bubba and the other. Or, like I say, if we wanted to remove this guy right here, the subs reduce might be your best plan. I don't want to do that against Papa Pump because he will immediately sub us, and then it'll really mess up our day. So same setup, everything that we just did, except for this is this is while the 99 MP is still a thing, and you don't have to worry about it because otherwise you can't do this. You have to have your red MP trainer on there. But same setup, we're going to sub them down, 3-turn sub. They are going to hopefully not break as many this time because I had a really good hit last time. Okay, it's actually a lot better. Now as long as he doesn't, there we go. Nope, he pinned me. I said, as long as he doesn't pin me. But luckily, our board did actually play in our favor this time and not against us. So life's good there. So our red gems are only 94k. Snowfall red are 157. And we are going to break a lot more this time around. That's going to be good. And we don't need to worry about the ones that we miss. So we'll just do... Really, actually, just do these two is fine right there because that's going to get everything else. So bam, that did leave some snowfall on the board, although not terribly many. And then this is going to get them. Of course, they're at the bottom, so that doesn't actually help us as much. But it did break all of them this time around. So that's 19 million. So that is a lot better. That'll be 40 million turn 1 at 6-star gold. And again, you're flawlessly reloaded, so you just go right back into it and do the whole darn thing again. Yeah. So 19 million turn, 40 million a turn at 6-star gold isn't quite hitting that 60 million mark that I like to see with this moveset. But again, if the only thing Bret did was his coaching ability, I would not care if he were the same power as Nia Jax. And there we go. We just ruined the whole board doing that. All right, well, I'm not going to continue this one. You can see the flaws of this moveset and its strengths. So let's move on to the next. All right, actually, before we move on to one more moveset, I did want to show you the ultimate, with the Acolyte plate as well, as opposed to the Sheriff's badge, just to see the damage differential and if we can get him into that sweet spot of 50-ish, 60 million. I don't think it's going to make as big a difference, and of course Papa's going to destroy our crap. So, there we go. That's not terrible. I mean, actually, we have a good portion of that one row at least that we can drop. And then this gets the next row. So let's just do something like that and see with the Acolyte and the Gremlin's ears, what are we hitting for? Huh. That's not accurate. Something happened there. Something did not go to plan, because that should have been more than 10 million easy. Like something really broke there. But maybe not. Maybe I am. This is going to be about the same. Break those black. Oh, broke a whole column. Dang it. All right. Well, again, we're experimenting here real quick because I want to show you that this hits harder than I've been able to show you that this hits hard, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So let's try one more time. That is going to get a good portion of those snowfall gems, just missing the 2. Yeah, back to 16 million. So, it's going to be about a 32 to 40 million hit every time is basically where you're at. So, not bad. You're not going to lose. It's very control-y. It's just not hitting what I expected it to. So, let's move on. The next moveset I'm just going to call Holy Freaking Power Gems Batman because, wow, look at this. 6 MP Black Crucifix Bomb Counter, which deals damage, but more importantly makes 40 random gems into power gems. Now, they're not the strongest of power gems at 117,911, but there's 40 of them. and that's a lot. The next move is the Pendulum Backbreaker. Deal damage, choose 7 gems to make black. And then there's actually not another one that works well, so the finisher is going to be the best thing in there. However, you're not going to want to destroy that many because you're going to want to just do the pure damage, and so it is there. I think it's the right move that is. Just to note, this is the plus 99 MP build, not the post 99 MP build, because with post 99 MP you're going to need to sub out this guy and one of these gals so that you have Black MP and Santa Hogan to get charged turn 1. But I want you to see what his top end looks like so you can decide, is this the right move set for what we're doing? So we've got both Undertakers. Power gems generated at 50%, and black moves start with 2 more MP. Your other Undertaker power gems at 75% and generate 2 additional, so you've made almost the whole board. And then you've got power gems generated at 50% plus 1 more, and then you've got power gems created 25% or generated 25% additional damage. So now you're talking about 43 gems at 354 rounded K damage. That's huge. This is boss battle build for more than anything. You're going to want to get loaded with those, and really all you need to do is get the black move out there and don't worry about the rest. You just make a swipe, make a swipe, make a swipe. You can do it fast and you're going to hit every single time you do that. No changes to the strap, and there's not any plates. You could add, of course, the McFoley plate, many faces that is, but it's not necessary, and the power gems, I mean, from that are just not super strong anymore. It's almost becoming like Sid's Power Bomb, where it's like, oh, that used to be something. But in the plus 99 MP era, we can do something, and yes, Big Papa Pump is going to sub us if we don't destroy him turn 1. Oh, I love that move. I used to do that to my buddy John all the time. That was a fun one. So you've got your power gems out there. They are dealing that 353 extra. So what I would just recommend is take a swipe. However, you could, of course, set up a 5 and 3 match. You are going to then erase some of your gems. So that's going to erase some. And then you do one of these and it will erase more once you do it, but you're going to hit right there. So that was 14 million right off rip. Then you're going to hit right there. That's another 12 million. This is very much like how I play DDP, by the way. And then guess what? Now you've reloaded this. So now you make another 43 gems into power gems. They're not getting buffed any, so it doesn't matter if they overwrite, but it should fill up the rest of the board. And now I would recommend just taking a swipe, but then again, you could also hit the finisher and then just destroy one row, the one that has the multi in it, because that's actually the one that's giving you the least gems for it. Boom, boom. That's another 16 million, and he's not going to kick out. So that's a very Hall of Fame DDP style to build him out, and it's a very similar effect. Like, that's very similar to what Hall of Fame DDP does every single turn. So I really like that in the 99 MP and boss battle, in the 99 MP era. And for boss battles, I mean, you're easily hitting in that 50 to 60 million range if you do your cards right, at least 16, 16, and 16. And then gold, you're going to see more gem damage, although the power gems don't necessarily scale that much higher. So that's moveset number 2. Let's look at his final one. The last moveset I'm going to call the Drizzling Green Snow. A moveset. It is 6 MP all around. The green inverted atomic drop. Deal damage, make 40 gems into Snowfall, which will modify everything below it into green. The spike pile driver. Deal damage and bonus damage for every Snowfall gem. And then the pendulum backbreaker. Deal damage, choose 7 gems to make black, which is what's going to set everything off. Now, this one in the after 99 MP era is going to require Santa plus one of your green trainers to get loaded. And then Maurice is going to give you 200% more snowfall gems, damage, which is going to impact everything that cascades, but most importantly, in terms of the extra damage, that increases the bonus damage for every snowfall gem. Same with Miz, snowfall gems do 100% more, but both of those are built around their secondary abilities, built around his red move set that we've already shown. Same strap, not going to put any special plates on this one because everything reloads. You're fine. You don't need anything beyond that. But there's also not really bonus damage to the gems themselves. There's just a bonus hit per green gem, or per snowfall gem, that is. So I'm actually against a 6-star gold, so you can see with a character with 67 million, what does that actually do? Is it worth, that? Because it doesn't go much higher once you get to 6-star gold, but entire board almost, few gems missing, is 40 of them. It's going to be nice. Now, Trish, if you added her, which we can, we'll create 4 more, which will pretty much fill up the board. But as you can see, his health took a hit, but really not that much. So this is great for everything below 6-star gold. Where you're really going to hit is right here, supposing that your green damage does anything major. And by the way, we haven't really talked about him with gear. With gear, you don't need any trainers even after the plus 99 MP is gone. But still, that was a 10 million hit. So not good enough. Not good enough at all. So what do I like of Bret's so far? And yes, I'm going to quit this match because I don't want to get subbed and just be in an endless loop while we're playing here and watching. I just wanted to just see what this one does. Well, I like the first move set. I didn't think it hit hard enough for where I thought Bret should be, but on the flip side of that, you're gonna be turn 2, turn 3 at worst, and that is a bad thing for those who are aggressive feuders. Don't get me wrong. However, you are hitting fairly strongly, and then you are also subbing them. So that's really nice. That gets the job done pretty efficiently, and not everyone has to be a turn 1 destroyer. The power gem build, I like that a lot for boss battle. In the plus 99 era, if I get him, that is how I will run him, or if I get gear, that's how I'll run him, especially because that kind of pretty much makes him the same as Hall of Fame Diamond Dallas Page, and I really like using Hall of Fame DDP. So that is a very safe, very couple quick swipes, get them done. They're not going to kick out moveset. So that's my favorite moveset of his, supposing that I were to get the gear. Otherwise, it will take a hit, obviously, from there. But other than that, the one thing I have said multiple times on this video, and I will continue to say again, he doesn't have to do any. He could be the worst fighter in the game, and he's absolutely going to be one of the most desired characters just because of that coaching ability right there. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Like this video, subscribe to Champions Chat, and then send this over to your friend or faction mate who's going, hey, how do I run Bret? Like, what's his best build out? This should help, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.